3rd of March, and today me and Darren have a call with the fertility clinic. It is our first appointment with them, so not unsurprisingly it is a over the phone consultation, this one. It's in about 15 minutes. What's actually really annoying is that they have requested both me and Darren to be on the call, which is really frustrating, because we actually already know that I am the problem. If you've not seen the past bits of the videos, I'm not quite sure where I left it off last time, but Darren's been all cleared for his side of things. So yeah, obviously with us both working, it is quite difficult, and Darren's actually on site somewhere today, so he is having to phone into the home phone. I'm gonna have to put it on speaker and yeah, try and do it that way. So yeah, I don't know what this is, whether they will give us an appointment date on the phone, or whether it's to like look at a plan of action, or simply just to get information about us. I don't know. So I'm going to try and film it, and yeah, hopefully it goes well. Blue is here. Moral puppy support. He's like, I'm a bit wet because it's raining out. I feel like maybe I've not seen Blue in a vlog for a while. Say hi, friends. Hi. So yeah, so I will start filming as soon as we find out. Phone on loudspeaker, so he should be able to hear you, but it may be a bit patchy for him. He's at work at the moment, so.
Oh right, okay. Okay, well, let me know if you can't hear what's going on.
Sure.
Right, I've got your GP referral in front of me, so I can tell it's the first time with us in clinic today.
Yeah.
And your GP's just given us a very brief history that basically you've been trying for over a year?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So you're 25, is that right?
Yeah.
And what's your partner's name?
Darren Stanchus-House.
Darren, yeah. And how old are you, Darren?
33.
Okay. So, trying for a year. Were you on any contraception before that, Sophie?
Before that, I've been on contraception for a long time.
What was it you were on?
I want to say, is it Rigvidon? It was a tablet.
Yeah, was it one you had a break, or one where you take it every day?
Yeah, so I took it every day, and then I would have sort of the week break.
Yeah, okay. Fine. And you were on that for many years, were you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to ask Sophie a lot of questions first, if that's okay, about sort of your cycles and your medical history and things, and then I'll ask a few questions to Darren, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How regular are your cycles, Sophie?
They're quite long, so I think they're sort of every 35, 38 days, I think we were working it out as.
Okay. And how many days do you bleed for in that cycle?
I'd say start to finish about a week.
Have you had any problems with the heaviness or with pain with your period?
Only when I first started my periods, when I was sort of, I want to say 7, 8, 9, when I was 12, 13ish.
Okay.
And it was then that I started, actually I went on the contraceptive for sort of pains and cramps. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the moment, since coming off the pill, any problems with that?
I get cramps every now and again, but I wouldn't say they're sort of as bad as when I first started. They're manageable now. I sort of occasionally have to take some paracetamol for them, but yeah, otherwise that's fine.
You're able to get on with your day?
Yeah.
Okay. Any problematic bleeding in between your periods?
No.
Have you ever had any sexually transmitted infections before?
No.
Do you smoke?
No.
How often do you drink alcohol?
Very rarely, to be honest. I think the last time was Christmas, so it's sort of when the sort of big events come up, but I don't drink a lot, no.
Okay.
And on a weekly basis, none.
Perfect. Do you happen to know your BMI?
I could probably look it up.
I'm just going to calculate that for you.
Sure.
Do you see a GP for any other medical problems?
I suffer with anxiety and depression, so I'm currently on antidepressants, which we have sort of tried to wean me off of, obviously for pregnancy and that sort of thing, but we sort of came to the conclusion it was best to stay on one at a sort of very low dose.
Yeah. And what do you take? And have you had any pregnancies outside of your relationship with Darren?
No.
Have you had your first smear test yet?
Yes, yeah, and that all came back fine.
Good. Have you seen a gynecologist for anything before?
No.
Okay, a few questions for Darren, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
What do you do, Darren?
I'm an IT engineer.
Okay. And have you had any complications as a child or adolescent involving surgery to your groin?
No.
Did you have lumps at all, if you could remember?
I can't remember.
Any significant trauma to the testes?
No.
Okay. Do you see a doctor for any medical problems?
I do. I've got depression, anxiety, got a ruptured bowel at the moment. That is ongoing and being looked at. I then had a gastric sleeve done in June because I was obese. I've lost over 13 stone.
Do you know what your current BMI is?
It's in its 30s. I think it's about 36 at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm very fit and healthy. I do weightlifting. So I'm very fit and healthy. So and I take lots of multivitamins as well. But yeah.
Is that for sperm quality, or what do you take them for?
Well, I need to take it because I had gastric sleeve.
Is it a gastric sleeve? Okay, fine. Okay. Have you had any pregnancies with previous partners?
No.
And any STIs that you can remember?
No.
Great. Okay, let me go through your test results. So, medium negative, rubella immune, perfect. Normal baseline hormones, normal thyroid function. Just your progesterone comes back as low, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Right. Do you have your diary of your periods there?
Yeah, I should do. I think I'm due on, to be honest, so let's have a look.
I would like to know when your period was after the 10th of November.
Okay.
If you go to your diary to the 10th of November, when was the next time you came on?
Let's have a look. Because I think we had a lot of... I had to have the test twice, I think.
Yeah.
Because we weren't sort of catching it at the right time.
Yeah.
I came on the 1st of December.
1st of December. Okay, now I'll get that off. They were both out.
Oh, great.
Was your period before the 10th of November?
The last date of it was the 24th of October.
And the first day would have been something around the 18th?
Yeah, it was the 18th.
Day 31 of a really long period. 44 day, you had a 44-day cycle that time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Let's have a look at this bleeding analysis. So needless to say, it didn't say that you ovulated, but that's because it was not at the right time of a really long cycle. How often do you think you have these really long ones?
Just looking at it,
Is that unusual or is that quite common?
No, I think they're always sort of quite sort of long, sort of end of the 30s, early 40 cycles, from what I'm sort of looking at.
Fine. All right. Okay. So the sperm analysis, I've got that. So normal volume. volume, normal concentration. What have we got here? Motility is, have they got percentage for me? Yeah, motility is normal. Normal form 3%, which is just 1% out of what we'd like. So yeah, it's just the normal forms, like you were saying, Darren, that's slightly out. We expect 4% normal, and yours is 3. So it doesn't render you infertile, might account for a little bit of delay, and probably would respond really well to lifestyle changes and antioxidants. I wonder whether you would consider looking at the antioxidants that are particularly good for semen quality. So you take a multivitamin, which is great. Probably the majority of the multivitamins you already take make up the majority of the antioxidants that we suggest. But the additional ones that are particularly good for sperm is zinc, selenium, and omega-3 oils.
Yeah, he has no fish, so.
So if you have a little look at those 3 in particular and see if you can get them in. If you know, in like these places, they do have these specific supplements for people trying to conceive. So I don't want you to overdose on all the other vitamins that are probably in there. But if you go and they have just a separate zinc and selenium, for example, that might be a good one to add to what you're already taking.
Yeah.
Also, semen quality will improve with weight loss as well, which you're already working on. Do you smoke at all?
No.
Sorry, was that a yes?
No, he doesn't.
No. And on average per week, how much alcohol do you drink?
I haven't drunk for over a year.
Okay, very good, because sperm is quite sensitive to those 2 things, so that's good. So have a little look at a little tablet for zinc and selenium in particular, to add to your multivitamin. And but otherwise, I mean, it's basically normal. We're like literally 1% out on one of these parameters. So it might be that the issue is that you're not ovulating very regularly. Sophie, when women have quite long cycles, there's sometimes a problem with the ovulatory part of the cycle. I'd like you to have an ultrasound scan if you haven't had one already.
Yeah, sure.
To look at how multifollicular your ovaries are, because that does go hand in hand with these long cycles. It will also then generally look at your pelvic anatomy, make sure there's not other reasons for infertility, like severe endometriosis or a big fibroid or a tubal problem.
Yeah.
It won't check whether the tubes are open, but it will detect whether there's fluid in the tube, which is problematic.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, I think my mum had a blocked tube when she had me, so yeah.
Did she? You don't have any risk factors for having a blocked tube. So from your history, I'm not concerned about checking whether they're open at the moment.
Sure.
What I'd like to do is get this basic scan, see whether it fits with the picture of ovulatory problems. Check there's nothing big that we need to surgically fix for you.
Yeah.
And then start an ovulation induction medication.
Yeah.
And see whether you respond to that nicely. And if after a few cycles of that you're not responding, then I think it's worth checking your tubes.
Yeah.
But our waiting list for checking the tubes is really long at the moment. I don't think you need it at the moment. I think we need to probably just do a scan and get on with some ovulation induction.
Yes, yeah.
Is that what you were expecting?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I've got a friend that has had something very similar.
Or I'll book the scan for you.
Sure.
It will be here at the Princess Anne, and then shortly after that you'll have another appointment here for one of us to check it. And if it's all normal or just shows multifollicular ovaries, which fits with your cycles, then we will move forward with clomiphene citrate or letrozole. They're both ovulation induction medications.
Perfect. Is it an internal or an external ultrasound?
Internal.
Fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
But that's the best way of looking. It looks really closely at the bits we need.
Yeah, no, of course.
All right.
Yep, that's all great. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Well, we'll see you soon.
All right, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
So that's that. So Darren's gonna go look for some supplements. I think it probably is still down to me, the cause. So I'm going to be going for internal ultrasound to check my ovaries and the multi-follicular aspect of them, and it does a general pelvis examination, and then they review that and see if I need to go on a medication to induce ovulation, because I do have quite long periods, and it's not until I actually look at it that I realise that actually, yeah, I do have really long cycles. And then if I'm not sort of progressing with the medication, they will then look at my tubes, see if they're blocked, that sort of thing. But as you would have heard, there's a long wait for that, so yeah. But that's all for today. So whether I will wrap up the end of this video here or in a next video, but yeah, I'll see you very soon.